Man, yeah!
He must be banned. You are back with Alltimehi, and we're about to give you guys our predictions for the 2022 NBA playoff / playing tournament. Yeah, so we already know the Clippers took a big L last night, and I was rooting for them. I ain't gonna lie to you. You check, like I said, PG-13 to the wall. My boy Kawhi need to just miraculously appear out of nowhere, because once that happen, everybody bummy. You hear me? You check. So it look like Pat Beverly sneak out one last night, but we get one more chance to get back in the playoffs. So whoever loses between San Antonio and the Pelicans has to face the Clippers. So I gonna be looking out for that matchup. But Atlanta Hawks just beat the Charlotte Hornets, and you know that boy, the baby Crass, he was about to just drop a song just after LaMelo winning, and they take that L, so whole lot L, you know, whole lot L. So look like I don't know if they game bounced out or they have to play the loser. Oh, okay, yeah. So Charlotte gonna have to play Cleveland. The Brooklyn Nets gonna be playing the Boston Celtics. How you think that matchup gonna end up turning out?
Well, it's going to be a showdown, really, because you have Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and they will be on the court, on the floor, ready to decimate and dominate the opposition. Let's see if they can stay healthy. We'll see what they can do tonight or any other night. Whenever they do step up, stay tuned. We'll be here to review it. Now, the baby losing to Atlanta Hawks. Why, it was a devastating blow, really. I already knew that this song would have been. I already knew one of his songs would have been like, "They come in the middle, just wow. Yeah, we going to the fucking in and out. Then go ahead and spend it in the mall. Let's go."
Head ass.
So we already know how that would have went. Oh, why? Yes, Martin. Why? The basketball matchup is looking pretty serious, really. The playoffs have some serious contenders. You're talking about the Miami Heat, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Toronto Raptors, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Chicago Bulls. Then you also have the Boston Celtics. Coming along from the West, you have the Phoenix Sun in first place. Dallas and Utah will be flinging it out. Golden State and Denver, Memphis. These are all top-notch contenders. All elite, prestigious players in their prime, Martin. Why?
Yeah.
This is something to look out for. Now, back to Tevaun and Chris for their looking highlights for the takes.
Yes, sir. That first matchup between the Nets and Boston. Hey, I already see Durant as the best player in the world. Ain't nobody stopping that man. Like I said, if it wasn't for his toenail being on the line, my lad, they would have win. You check? They would have win, big man. They'd have beat the Bucks, dog. You check? That's how bummy them have been. They had to really examine that. Had to go into the pixels. They had to scroll into the pixels.
Everybody who just tuning in today that ain't watched the previous episode, this man really about to lose $40 on that game last night in the dark. He was in his groove. This man then stumbling to his groove first. And we're talking about, yeah, we taking that. I get 40 on that. That would have been the quickest $40 I would have taken. Man, I should have bet that fuck.
Head ass. That man get bummy off for a little toenail on the line. Hey, anyways, my boy coming back. That's why they call the Reaper. He coming back to take everything.
Just outside of the 3-point line. He barely touched it ever so slightly. How the referees ever got that, Martin? It's astounding beyond me. The humanizing is terrible to it.
Knowing the Celtics, I know Jason Tatum ain't gonna go out with no sweep. Cause if they get sweep, yeah, that's a crush. That's a crush soul for them, man. Best believe them my soul gonna be crushed. Hashtag on the bottom of the screen,
crush soul. We hashtagging that. That's one of our sayings. Crush soul. That's sponsored from Tevaun.
You check.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I give them a 2 games. Because Kyrie just went 12 for 12 after bat last night. And if he doing shit like that, if that man doing shit like that, like just off the bat like that. Yeah, his raps. I post Celtics in the bag, you check. Tell him man go straight to Cancun, you check. So I give that a 4-2 series. You get any objections? What do you think?
You already know how I feel about Kyrie. Kyrie is my boy. Like what I said, if he wasn't on the Cavaliers, LeBron that man wouldn't have won that, because that man been doing the dirty work. He does the dirty work from since day one. That man diving for the ball, going for the last foul. He doing stuff outside of his position. That is what you call a real leader supposed to do. But you're on the team with King James, so you'll always be overshadowed. So when he leave, I was like, yeah, I don't blame him. And then ever since then, yeah.
They were trying. Hey, they were trying to put my boy Kyrie like jacking, but nah.
Exactly. It was the other way around. It was the other way. I glad you said Lord Shishomaru. I glad you said that. Yes, for those who don't watch anime, look up Inuyasha, and if you hear Lord Shishomaru, just know where that reference came from. Greatness. Yeah.
Lord Aizen. Head ass.
Scary. I have yet to see that from.
Oh, you gonna see them around Ball. You gonna see them on balling.
I have yet.
Bummy, but yeah. Back to this. So, I don't care. I feel the Clippers gain out of the plane, and I feel if the Clippers somehow get out of this plane, right, and they see Phoenix, I don't care what nobody said. You check? That's our second chance to give them man a blow. It look like everybody running with the bandwagon, tra-la-line on the train and shit, singing along the train song and shit. Like I don't believe in the Phoenix Suns, big man.
So you don't believe? So I got a question. You don't believe if Devin Booker knows they didn't get busted last year, it wouldn't have been?
Hell no.
When?
Man, like I said, I see the Bucks. I go against the Bucks again. If the Bucks end up reaching the finals, yeah, best believe I taking the next L, and then bye. Chris Paul gonna be thinking otherwise. Yeah. But before we gonna reach the first the top teams yet.
No, the
like we were talking about.
Spotlight is on the underdogs who's trying to get in with the big time contenders, the top dogs actually. But the top dogs are fighting to see who's going to advance towards the semifinals, and then for the semifinals we'll see who is the American National Basketball Association leaders of 2022.
Don't count out DeMar DeRozan, big man. Yo, check, I get a Chicago Bulls going all the way. I is the peacekeeper now for the Chicago Bulls, big man. You hear? Yeah, all the way. Think we gonna do something. Think we gonna shake up the playoffs. I get a man to go all the way. I ain't wanna hear nobody else say, because there ain't nobody else there on that bandwagon.
Over the heat.
Yeah, when DeRozan see that boy Butler, just know he gonna deal with that kid.
So I got a question over my bet. So don't put out the 76ers. Do not put out all of them other teams in that. Do not put out Dallas. Do not put out the Jazz. Do not put out the Timberwolves. I telling you that. Do not put out.
I standing up for all the underdogs, big man.
You check, who's the underdog?
We there. Like I said, going straight with Chicago, and I get it, man. Beating Milwaukee in 6 or 7, big man. You hear me? 6 or 7. It gonna take them 7 to beat we.
Dude, come on, son. This is Milwaukee you're talking about. You're talking about Giannis, an excellent FIFA player who's.
I know Milwaukee. That's what you call him, man. Milwaukee
Bucks.
Milwaukee, like whack. WACK. Get out my sight.
Shout out to
Okay. So we gonna step along to the west side for now. There's a lot of hype Jam around bringing to the table, and people want to see if he could really back this up. So I don't know who you think winning against the Timberwolves versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Everybody get a Grizzlies, but to me, the Timberwolves get a lot of talent, and they have a little small big tree on their team.
I I would say that will go to game 6 and 7. I would say that will go to game 6 and 7. And who I rooting
Hey, don't
for
be trying
personally-
this my team, big man.
No, but who I rooting for personally, I don't have no personal, because I want to see all, because I said this from a long time ago for real. I want to see all of them teams that weren't really saying nothing to be decimating the opposition. So how the stats, how everything looking right now, I rooting for everybody, but personally, my boys carry off it. That man deserve to get a ring under his leadership. He deserves to get a ring under his leadership. So is the Brooklyn Nets. But I mean, I respect basketball regardless. I ain't no bandwagon, but I respect the teams and I respect the certain players. The same thing for like y'all LeBron fans, who was Miami Heat one year and Cleveland the next year, then Lakers the other year, and yeah, it is equivalent to that. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron's.
You say LeBronx?
LeBron's. That's what you call him, man.
That's what you call him, man.
LeBron's Lebronites.
Lebronites. Hey, that's funny. Lebronites. Hey, that one is funny. LeBron and then
the man that follow them every good. Anytime somebody says something wrong with LeBron, they wanna come out of the shadows. They don't come out of the shadows. They come out of the shadows, dog, and they don't even be walking. They just simulate the little sliding factor, and they just come out of the shadows and just speak their trash. You check?
Hey, that's a fucking song.
Just to speak their trash to be trying to cover this man's name, dog. Hey, they just kill me dead. But
that's basically the equivalent to Naruto tags and DBC tags. That's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna move up one. Like I said, Golden State 3rd seed versus Denver Nuggets 6th seed. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, without Jamal Murray back in the lineup, Nuggets they might push it to a game 6. Game 6, it might be just because of like their talented roster. They might push it to a game 7, but ultimately I see Golden State taking it just because of how they've been playing this year, ball movement wise, the cohesiveness.
Don't even try to power scale them or anything. It's Golden State, bro. Stop playing with them, man. That's one of the hottest dynasties we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, but they get something to prove this season. I ain't want to hear all of that dynasty talk. They get something to prove.
They do. All of them always have something to prove. When you're in the NBA, you always have something to prove. But from what I'm saying is that if they want to be like up there with like, you know, like when Jordan been on the Bulls, for example, or rest in peace to the GOAT Kobe, who, and when that's what you call a real good. And that man could be down 3 points, 6 points, whatever, how much ever seconds the man ain't gone. Unlike the LeBron James, unlike King James. You check, but we're gonna get into that for another video.
Hey, best believe, yeah, debate we in the comments, battle we in the comments, all the LeBron tads, all the LeBronites, yeah, we there. We there, big man.
LeBronites, if that ain't a thing already.
You check? Yeah, I part of Team Kobe. Ain't nobody could tell me LeBron is better than
from
Kobe.
Before he passed, rest in peace. That man get 5 rings, brother. Stop playing with that man. That man, and I was saying he might have been the best of all time because he played with fucking Jordan and he played against LeBron and it was dominating the opposition, Martin. It was dominating the opposition. I ain't even lying to you. That man made me a believer in 2009 or 2010. Whenever they went against the Celtics, that man made me a believer. I bet $20 to like 2-3 people. And what's a $20 was a lot of money for me back then. You know how much people grass had to cut? You know how much yards had to cut for $5 here? $10 here? Dude, I was a lot of money.
Trash.
I was saying, yeah, it's all over. I was saying that Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Randeh, all of them, man. Yeah, it was. Cause I been to Boston in 2005. You check, I stay at somewhere up there, and I was like, yeah, Boston, and all of them, fuck, finally up there. And then, big man, that fuck I like put on my camera. Freak that. Big man, that they had That they had like fraction of a freaking second, dog. I man be by the outer bounds and in the corner of the 3-point line. I man lashed that fuck. I say I will never bet against that man again.
Wow.
I say if that man in the finals, I will never bet against that man again. I learned the hard way. Big man use a lot of money. Dude, soul crash. When he the vita, when that man
soul crash, dog.
When that man the vita, when he will crush my soul, dog. That they really crushed my soul. That was, I feel my king high, about to break. That was a lot of money, dog. I had money them time, but it was like, fuck. But never bet against that man, Kobe. Rest in peace to the good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna take a pause for the cars, cause you know why. Y'all gotta make sure you like and subscribe for me. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notifications.
The like
yeah.
Demolish the like button. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and demolish the like button for all time high. We need to boost the algorithms. Our algorithms are absolutely astonishingly low, but we're talking about utter greatness. So subscribe if you do want to hear more voice acting, more NBA talks, more gameplay, more anything that you want, really, more debates. We do it all. I mean,
all right, back to regularly scheduled programming, big man. And I know this man about to talk a lot of shit right now, but big man, Philadelphia, big man, 76ers, watch out. That is the threat. That is the underlying threat. You check?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Big man.
That's
Anytime James Harden dropped that 40 bomb in that first game is punishment. Punishment, everybody bumming.
That's where you went wrong. That's where you went wrong. Now Ben Simmons has a different story, but James Harden, no. James Harden, you see, okay, exactly. You see what is stacked up right now.
Big man.
When he reached that much amount of games, he done for. It's all over. Is the you see how Tagro was deflated? How Tagro was deflated, but ain't no full power. Not that I seen all of these years. Maybe this year, hopefully. I don't hate on the man, but from what I've been seeing, yeah.
Just listen to this guy, dog. Listen to this guy. Like anything with James Harden, this man really ridicule this man nearly to the cross and throw away the hefty bag in the water.
Big man, yeah! The
he must be banned.
No, because the reason why is because people size this man like he larger than life in basketball, and it's like when he reached to that certain point, it's like yeah. But then now, if for me the same thing, like for me, same perfect example. Let's say if I reached a certain level when I was playing sports or whatever, and I always crap out or something, you would say I was trash, right or wrong? Let's keep it a beat.
Trash.
I talking about you. I talking about you in general. Screw them other people that you would go die for that they ain't doing nothing for you. You check? I talking about you. If you was in that sport and you was the beast all in preseason, but as soon as the playoffs come, whether it was baseball, basketball, soccer, swimming, whatever, and you always crap out at the last second, just this close and ain't make it, people wouldn't consider you trash. Oh, I just admit when you have trash moments, dog. Like I probably
man ain't got time to admit when he get trash moments when he did it with little baby and 4P. I wanna be a little baby.
So check, and then when you on that court and the camera's on you, it's like everybody and the world is watching. Don't get me wrong, I know there's tremendous amounts of pressure. Tremendous amounts of pressure, Martin. I mean, it's even a standing. I think
we're reading over 3,000.
Like shit.
Headass.
Like shit. I can understand that. But when you're talking about growth, there's no excuses.
I predicted when they would have went finals when everybody said, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I been there crying. I been there through the mud on my knees, big man.
Back to the regular schedule programming, Martin.
Yeah, so I feel, man, I already know it's wraps for Toronto, but I give them a slim chance. And if James Harden come out flunk and Embiid ain't dominant as how I think he should be, shit, I give it either going 6. I don't see going 7, but I honestly think 76ers gonna either win in 5 games. I wouldn't say 4. I give it 6 the best, but not 7. So yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. What about you with the Dallas and Utah? Check Luka.
He's not in there at the moment right now, so that's a deciding factor for we. So hopefully they could get by and scrape by. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, if he been there, he'd have had something to prove to himself, not to anybody else, but he'd have had like probably select something to prove to himself to be like, yeah, I need to be up there and them thing. You know what I'm saying? Cause don't get me wrong, that man that nasty. That man nasty, I ain't gonna hold you.
For sure.
That man nasty, and it's like
he can't guard nobody, but he nasty enough.
Yeah.
You check?
Yeah. Whatever he lacking, then he could compensate for type shit in other factors. And dude, that's why I've been saying, if that man was to get like the right veteran or two, it would be all over. Cause they have all the young bulls for days. They have all the young people in for days. They have all the stars in their own right for days. It's just they need the veteran or two, the leading champion to lead them on to victory, the dominating force to be thriving and stumbling on the opposition. And there will be nothing the man could do. It will be utter punishment coming from Dallas. Shout out to the DFW, dog. Y'all gonna have to pop up for the state fair though. Pop up for the state fair at Texas. That they have deep fried everything. I'm talking about deep fried ice cream, deep fried donuts, deep fried Snickers, deep fried Reese's, deep fried peanut butter and jelly. I seen it all.
Given that, I don't know, I kind of feel Utah is a more well-rounded team, so they're gonna take it. It might go down 5, 6. It might be 7 depending on how competitive the Mavericks play, but I give Utah the slight edge. So we're gonna see back to the east side, and we're gonna finish it off from here. So I feel like I feel Cleveland is just too big of a team. I feel they're gonna squeeze it out between the Hawks, and I just feel either team gonna lose to Miami. You check, Miami have an easy road, easy first round. You know, might give them a little run for their money, a little 1-2 games, but they're gonna get them out of there. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. We will be reacting to the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Brooklyn Nets versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Atlanta Hawks versus the Charlotte Hornets.
Subscribe, demolish the like button, share, comment, yeah.